Hey, it's Diamond Painting. Kelly, how are y'all? I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Today is Thursday, whenever I will be posting this. Now, I'm going to be doing a little whipping chat. I'm doing the love from Hobby Lobby. When I say I have enhanced this, it has ABs on it, it has crystals on it, and it has the standard drills on it. So I haven't never blinged nothing out really. One other canvas I put a few ABs, but nothing like where I've enhanced it like this. Do I wish I wouldn't have did it? Yes, I kind of regret it because the crystals are just a tad bit bigger. I got them from Temu about a year ago, so they're just a tad bit bigger. But like again, I'm just gonna let y'all know a few things about me. I'm using the clear containers like this, and I got my tray, my diamond painting pens, and I'm going to start off with my name's Kelly. I'm from South Carolina. I'm 33 years old, and me and my husband, we've been together for 15 years. We have five beautiful kids, four boys and one girl, and the girl is dead in the middle. I have three with the same birthday, which is December 8th. Did not mean to happen like that. It just did. And I've been diamond painting since 2020. Now, I haven't never did a whipping chat, so I'm used to concentrating whenever I diamond paint. But I've been diamond painting since 2020, whenever COVID hit. And I did it for about a year and a half, and then I put it down. I got back into coloring because that's what I used to do. And then I would say about 2 years ago, I picked it back up, and it's been nonstop ever since then. Last year, I went on Temu and I went Temu crazy. Got a bunch of canvases off Temu. Well, them was the ones I was doing, and I'm just gonna do it with this one. And I was getting done. My issue is I have them like hanging up on my door. Doing my office with them all around my office. Well, in October, I stepped out of my van and I thought that I sprung my ankle. I've sprung it in my life. I've sprung it a total of 3, 4 times whenever I was a youngin', and that's what I thought I did. Well, I didn't go to the doctor right away. Remind you, I was the stay-at-home mom, cooked, cleaned, took care of the babies, took care of my husband. So I kept saying, ain't nothing wrong. It's just sprung. It's going to go down. It's going to go down. Well, that happened, I would say, around October 20th, give or take. By November 7th, I still couldn't, November 6th, I fell in the bathroom, and my reflexes was to stand up so I wouldn't fall completely. Whenever I put pressure on that one leg, I about passed out. That's how bad it was hurting. And it kept getting bigger and bigger, and my husband finally said, you gotta go to the doctor. Well, then I was scared. I've always heard that if you break something and you don't go right away, they'll have to re-break it to fix it. So that's what I was scared of. But I said, hey, I gotta go. I can't take it. It was big as a balloon. So I went. Now, in the town I stay in a little old country town. We don't even have a hospital no more. It closed down. So I went to the next town over, and that doctor, he said, I don't think, now it's broke, but I don't think you need no type of surgery. I don't think there's nothing that could be fixing, but I'm going to send it to orthopedic at a bigger hospital. And I said, okay, well, he came back in and he said, they want you to come by ambulance. I said, no, sir, I'm not. I refuse that. I'm not going by ambulance. I had to get everything in order first. So I left the hospital. I went 3 days later. They set me up an appointment. I went, and the doctor, I never even saw the doctor yet. I saw a PA, and he said, we're going to rewrap it, and we're going to see if the swelling goes down. If it don't, you're going to probably have to have surgery. Well, I was against surgery, and they wrapped it. I stayed off of it a week, went back, and they told me, oh, you got to have rods on the outside of your leg. Okay, now I'm a big baby. I'm scared to death, even though I've had kids. I'm not with the surgery. Well, the PA, because by that time I still haven't met the doctor. The PA, he kind of fast told me, oh, tomorrow you'll go in and you'll get the rods put on the outside. I went in and wasn't really quite sure what to expect. So when I woke up, I looked down and I had rods and bolts on the outside of my leg. Well, in my mind, oh, I'll wear this for about 2 weeks. The swelling will go down. It's going to have my bones grow back together. Everything will be good. That was around November 15th I had that done. I went back the day before Thanksgiving, or 2 days before Thanksgiving, and he said, it's been long enough. It's time to get it off. I said, well, I don't want to go right now. I don't want to be in the hospital during Thanksgiving. So they scheduled it for that following Monday, which was December 2nd. I went in, and in my mind, and I'm not sure, I didn't really get to see my doctor much. I saw my doctor since the beginning of November whenever I went to that orthopedic. I've seen my doctor a total of 2 to 3 times, so I haven't saw him much at all. And one time was in the hospital whenever I was going in to get the rods put on the outside. Well, when I went to the hospital December 2nd, in my mind I thought, hey, I'm going to get the rods put out. I'm going to get a cast up. I'm going to have a cast on it. It was to the point I told my kids, oh, y'all going to be able to draw on my cast whenever I come out of surgery. I'm going to have a hard cast on it. I'll make sure I pick pink or a color that y'all can draw on it with. And my husband, he does real good drawings. And I told him, I said, I want you to draw me some flowers or something. Well, I went into surgery. I come out, and it felt like I've been beat with a baseball bat. Now, I broke my shin bone, and there's a little bone beside it. I can't pronounce them. I broke it right above my ankle. So whenever I come out of my second surgery and my knee was hurting, I couldn't understand why it was hurting. Now, remind you, my doctor, where that first surgery, he come in and spoke to me and explained to me what was going to be going on. We was going to be putting rods here. These would be the places they would be out of, and nobody could tell me why my knee was hurting. So I sat there all day that day. Every nurse, every doctor walked in. Why is my knee hurting? Nobody don't know. I said, ma'am, something isn't right. I haven't never had knee problems. Why is it hurting? I don't know. Some surgeons, they go overboard. That's what I was told. Well, I got to really feeling like I was crazy. That next morning, a PA that I've seen at the doctor's office, he walked in. I said, thank goodness you here. What is going on with my knee? I said, I feel like I have been beat with a baseball bat. Something isn't right. He looked at me and said, well, you ain't been beat with a baseball bat. You've been beat with a hammer. We actually had to move your knee over, and we beat a 3-inch nail down all the way down your leg. I said, do what? I said, no, I had no idea that would happen. I would have been against it. No. oh yeah, well you got the rods removed. I said, yeah, but I was up under an impression I was getting them removed and getting a cast put on. No, we just had to put the hardware in the inside. Okay. You mean to tell me that doctor went and did a surgery on me that he did not discuss with me? Upset? I was beyond upset. Well, when I got out of the hospital, I called that doctor's office. I need to speak to my doctor. Oh, he's not in. Whenever you come in for your follow-up, he'll be there. I said, it is very important that I speak with my doctor. I promise you he'll be come on this day. That's why I know he'll be there. Well, I went. No doctor come in. They took the clamps the staples out of my leg, out of my knee, and they cut me a total of 12 different places. He told me that the PA told me that happened, that the last surgery was December 2nd. He told me by January 14th I would be able to walk. It is March 25th, 26th, 27th. I'm not quite sure. I'm still in a wheelchair. So whenever I say my life has been turned upside down since I had my broke bones, my life has been upside down. And if it honestly wasn't for diamond painting, because you don't realize how thankful you are to be able to stand up and walk. And being stuck in a wheelchair at the beginning, it really took a toll on me. I got very depressed. And it was one of them things that I blamed myself. Oh, if I would have went to the doctor sooner, maybe this wouldn't have happened. And if I would have got a second opinion, maybe I really wouldn't have had to have surgery. And I had to learn that it was meant to happen like this. I don't know yet why. But I'm just now getting back to the old Kelly, the happy-go-lucky Kelly. Because, like I said, not only was bedridden, got to lay in the bed 24/7 with my feet up, or with my foot up. I can't take care of babies. I can't cook. I can't clean house. So whenever I tell you everything we got through on my husband in a blink of an eye, our life flipped upside down within a blink of an eye. And it's crazy you be with somebody for 15 years and you never knew they could cook the way they could. Some of his meals is 1,000 times better than mine, to be honest with you. But I went back to the doctor and they told me still no weight bearing. So I'm still stuck in a wheelchair. And I don't wish this on my worstest enemy. But I'm grateful that I'm alive, and everything will get better. That's just a little bit about me. What else? I just had a birthday in February. February 25th was my birthday. I don't have family. I have family, but I have no dealings with my family, me or my husband. So it's just me, him, and our kids. That's the only dealings we have. I mean, we don't talk at all to any of our family. Another thing is, last year whenever I went Timu crazy, I ordered a bunch of Timu diamond paintings. I have never done a name brand diamond painting. And honestly, whenever I saw the video that they were on sale at Hobby Lobby, I went as soon as I could couldn't find any. But I know the ones that I got from Hobby Lobby, I could have bought one big diamond painting, a name brand, and as bad as I want to, I'm not. I can't just go buy one and then after I do that, what am I going to do next? I'm not financially stable at the moment due to everything that happened with me, with everything getting me with a broke leg. I can't afford just to go buy one diamond painting for $50 or $60. So, but I'm going to look up one day and I'm going to find me a cheap diamond art club or a dreamer's design on clearance at Hobby Lobby or somewhere. I'm going to be going out of town to my doctor here next week, and they got a Joann's there, and fingers crossed. Let's pray that I find me a cheap one there. But I'm fine with the budget friendly. I like them. It does kind of suck some events you can't be in because it has to be a licensed diamond painting. So that's the only downside to it. But those type of events, I said, well, it must have wasn't meant for me to be in them then. But I am ready to get done with this one. And it actually has green for her event. And I'm going to be doing next month Friends 2.0. They're going to be doing Groovy. And I don't have nothing like a hippie. I had a gnome, but I actually did it whenever I was in the hospital, so that kind of sucked. But I do have some that's got like the colors, the hippie colors, and so I'm gonna message her and see who's hosting it. And I can't remember. I wrote it down, but I don't have it by me. I'm gonna send her a picture of it, and I'm gonna just make sure it would work. I enjoy something else. I enjoy doing. I enjoy going to Goodwill and Habitats, thrift shopping. We don't really have no thrift stores around here. We have a Goodwill and Habitats, so I do like going there. I have found a total of three at the Goodwill, 3 different times. They were 99¢. And I actually found four, but I didn't get one. One was like a 20 by 20. It was a turtle from Temu. The Goodwill had it for $2.99. There's no way that I would pay that much for that diamond painting. And it was really so little you couldn't really hardly tell what it was. After you did it, you weren't going to be able to tell what it was. But I do want to thank everyone that has subscribed to me and has commented and like. It really does mean a lot because I'm a very shy person, and that's why it took me so long to do a YouTube video, and it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while now. But I just gotta. You think, oh yeah, you can just post up here and post up there, and you can do it. It's going to be super easy. I'm learning that it ain't as easy as you think. It's a little bit harder than what I thought it was. But I'm learning the little ropes. I saw on my last two videos that it sounded like I was very far away. So my husband, he got little microphones. So now I hope my audio sounds better in this one than my other two. Now, I have been working on this one. I did it. I've been doing it for about 2.5 weeks now, but I did it and then I stopped for about 3 or 4 days. I did the little flower from Dollar Tree. I did that one, and just to change up a little, because I really do. This is probably going to be one of my by far favorite ones, but the rhinestones, like I said, they're a little bit bigger, so I'd be going, like, feeling over them, and you could feel them, and I'd be laying them down with my finger, and it seems like when you make one spot lay down, another spot pops up, and I'm just ready to be done with it. I won't never bling another one out like this again. Never. This was too much, to be honest with you. Now I see why they only have 4 or 5 specials with it, because it's a total of 25. One moment. Well, with this one, it's a total of 25, and out of that 25, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So out of 25 of them, 17 is either an AB drill or a crystal. So I do feel like that's way overdoing it. But it was one of them things, I just wanted to see what it was look like. And I ordered these drills, and they just been in my office for over a year now. And I was honestly wanting to see what they look like on a diamond painting. Here's the whole reason why I did it this many. But I do apologize if you hear a little guy in the background. That's my 3-year-old. He's in the living room and running back and forth, and I'm so sorry if you do. I kind of know how to edit, but not real well. I've been watching videos and trying to learn how to do stuff. And I promise my videos are going to get closer together instead of doing one here and there. But honestly, it's like doing this channel is like a dream come true. To know, because see, in my town, there's no one that diamond paints in my town. Like, I don't have friends that we can get together and diamond paint. I don't, I don't really socialize with anyone here. So, in a way, whenever I get on everybody's live or I watch their video and I comment, it makes me feel like y'all my friends, y'all my YouTube family. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's the truth. I'm just ready to get this over with. I've been doing it with this. Now, I have learned that if you don't pick them up hard or with a lot of pressure, the two-placer, it will work. And these are round drills, by the way. And it does go a whole lot faster, but if you mash down a little bit too hard, then it's going to stick. And then, I think this is a 6-placer. I learned if you wipe it and if you make it flat, I'm more of a multi-placer person. I like doing more than one at one time, if possible. That's one reason why I'm not crazy about confetti. That one did all of them but two. And I look at it as if you have to go back and if you have to straighten them out and make sure they lined up right, then it's really not worth doing 5 or 6 at a time. Because see, there's 6 there now. Now let's see how many will actually stick. Only one stuck that time. I know y'all can tell that I'm new to doing this. But there's 5 on it. I hate that it's so blurry. That made me mad. They won't even stick it all for me. So I learned to either do it with this single one. Now I can pick it up with these, or I could do it with this little wax. Well, I said I could pick it up with that end. But I just wanted to let y'all know a little bit about me. And I can't wait to gain